Now, if you own a Mercedes Sprinter, or any Mercedes for that matter, and you don't recognise what these little O-rings are, then you need to watch this video. Now, before I talk about these tiny little O-rings and the big problems they can cause, I've got a few questions that I need to address. Also, this week, I fell in love. So let's start with ML5 Photo. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much. I'm doing very well. Hope you are too. What was your dimensions for cutting out the worktop for fitting the hob? Well, when I brought this hob, it came with a template, and I simply laid the template down on the work surface, drew around it, cut it out, and the hob fits straight in. And I didn't even use a tape measure, so I don't know what the dimensions are, but what I'll do, I'll put a link in the description of this video to where I brought this hob, and I'm sure all the information you require will be there in their eBay store. If not, then try sending them a message asking them anything you like. They got back to me straight away when I asked them questions about how it fitted and how it worked. So yeah, great company. I'll put a link in the description of this video just for you. Good luck with your van build. And this comment comes from Lord Lucan. You should have left it in place. Now, Lord Lucan is talking about the tool they used to try and cut my exhaust pipe. And he said, you should have left it in place and called the police. They would have been able to take prints from it. Clearly, there's a lot being stolen locally. And a lot of people said that I shouldn't have touched the tool. I should have left it there, got the police round and got them to take prints off it, or even DNA. Police were called because my friend got his catalytic converter taken off of his Jeep. They took it, it was gone. And so yeah, he called the police, he reported the crime, they issued a crime number, and that was the end of it. They didn't even bother coming out. So I mean, the police are really busy, and trying to get fingerprints off stainless steel tool is very unlikely, I think. So and that's from experience. I've had cars broken into before and fingerprints left on glass, and yeah, to get fingerprints off of that tool, to get decent prints, very unlikely. So yeah, we did report it to the police, and all they did was issue a crime number. They didn't even come out to look. Hopefully that clears that up. Phil Rothwell asks me, how did you get on with the DVLA and campervan reclass? I think it means campervan reclassification. Now, don't worry, Phil. A lot of people have started to ask me this. How have I got on with the DVLA? Is my van re-registered as a campervan? Well, the simple answer is no. I haven't heard anything back. But as soon as the DVLA send me that little brown envelope, don't worry, I will open that brown envelope and I will film it as well. So you will be the second people to know. Yeah, you'll know when I know if my van does get reclassified as a camper van with a DVLA. So yeah, don't panic. That video will be made as and when I get the envelope back. So let's go outside and see where these pesky little O-rings go. Here we are under the bonnet of my van, and these tiny little O-rings go on the injector, the fuel injector return pipes. So you've got the high pressure pipe here. I can't really, I don't know if you can see that. And these tiny little return pipes. Now, I've already changed these return pipes. I refreshed all those because the back one was leaking. But the other day when I was under my van doing my catalytic converter guard, I noticed there was actually fuel dripping down, and you could smell the diesel as well. And it turned out one of these tiny little O-rings had fouled right at the back. So I'll take all this off and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's incredible the amount of diesel that was pouring out once I disturbed it. Now, normally I would wear gloves when doing this, but because these are so tiny, and there's 4 of them on my engine, and I've only got 4, I don't really want to lose one, so I'm not going to wear gloves, just in case I drop one. I think I'll put that one, it ain't going to blow away. There you go. Right, so let's get all this off. Actually, I'll need my screwdriver to do that. Just for those of you that don't know how to take these off, I'll do this. This comes off here. Unclip this. And this one. I'm just using the screwdriver to help me get it off. Take this off. This is where you jump start your van if ever you need to jump start it, but you probably can't see that. Let's pull this off like that. Now there is a cover that goes on here, but I've already taken that off because I was stranded. Let's move it up there like that. So these are the top of the injectors here. This is the main high pressure pipe. Then you've got these flexible pipes which are the return. So there's like the bleed off, and you've got 4 of these, and this is the one that's leaking right at the back. And if I pull this up I can show you. Now I've got PTFE tape underneath this one, which shouldn't be there. You can see that tape that I put round to try and stem the flow of oil, or diesel rather. And there it is, there's the O-ring just there. See if I can get you in closer. There it is, that tiny little O-ring. And diesel was pouring down this shaft, literally just gushing out, and the O-ring's still there. So what I've got to do is get that O-ring off, put a new one on it, and hopefully that'll give me a leak. Look at that. Now, I don't know where I'm going to rest my camera while I do this. I'll try and do this on film if I can. Little wedge in there. Oh, there you go. A bit ski whiff, but nevertheless it works. Right, so to get the old O-ring off, I simply use my crevice tool. This is what I use when I'm crevicing. Look it underneath. Hopefully you can see that. It's simple as that. And there it is. This is the offending O-ring. It looks alright actually. Oh, it's a bit flat. It's got like a flat edge all the way around it. That's why it's leaking. So let's get our new one. So this is our new one. I'm thinking we're going to pop that on there. Hopefully. Let's just put that there like that, so I don't drop it. So it's a good job I'm not wearing gloves for once. Got it. Right, so that's on there now. Now to assist replacing that clip, and to assist it slipping over, I'm going to use a little bit of grease, just on the edge of my finger like that, and just lubricate that ring. Shut up. Lubricate the ring so it slides over nice and easy, like that. So that'll go over there. Lift this clip up. You see that clip lifts the outer shaft. The outer shaft pulls back, and then it should pop over the ring, clip down like that. That's it. Hopefully. Yeah, that holds it in place. Now, fingers crossed that'll stop it leaking. Well, I'm going to change all the others. There's another 3 of those to do, and then I'll start the engine and hopefully it won't leak anymore. Well, that worked. It definitely don't leak anymore. I've changed all 4 of them. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually order another 4 because that was only like a £5, and put those in my spares box just in case they do go again. So I'll put a link in the description of this video where I got those O-rings from. If you do own them Sprinter, then I highly recommend getting a set of those and just put them in your spares bag. You never know. Well, hopefully that stops this van from leaking diesel all over the road. After all, it's not very good for the environment, and it's particularly dangerous for motorcyclists, especially on roundabouts. I'll speak from experience. Right, next, I want to give a shout out to another YouTuber. Her name's Mel. Her YouTube channel is Pebbles and Peach, and the reason I'm giving her a shout out is because I suggested to her, or actually I gave her a request, I sent her a request. I said please try and do a cover version of Moon River, because she sings and she plays a ukulele. She's got the most amazing voice, and she did. She covered Moon River for me. Moon River comes from one of my very favourite classic films, Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I kind of feel obliged to give her a shout out. But not only that, it's more than that, because she sings it so well. So I'll put a link in the description of this video directly to her video of her singing Moon River, and I challenge you not to fall in love with her voice. It is absolutely beautiful. Now this comment I've got to read out because you'll never guess who sent me this comment. Let me read the comment out first and then I'll tell you who sent it to me. So excited. Right. Smooth like butter, very well thought. very well made. This video of yours made me subscribe to your channel and hit that thumbs up icon. There you go, hit that thumbs up icon, everyone. It's very important. When I make a bed for my camper van, minivan, I will be making exactly what you have made here and how you did it. Thanks for sharing your knowledge in making an adjustable bed just like this. Well, you're welcome, Mr. Elvis Presley. How about that? Elvis Presley left me a comment. Now, if you haven't seen this video of my bed, my slide out bed, I'll put a little link right there. Click on that, watch that video, especially if you're going to make a slide out bed, and by clicking on that video you help me feed a cat, and I've got two and they're both hungry. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.